This is about you. This is about your health. This is about your life. Your life is at risk. These are 5 things that age you. Look, I am 40 years old, and the amount of times that I done heard, you do not look 40. If I had $1 every time I heard that, I'd be a millionaire right now. So look, got a big forehead, but my hair is intact, okay? I got it braided up, and I ain't no bald spots. Just doing that so that you can see that I'm giving you some sound advice. I'm gonna give you 5 things that age you. Pay attention to these 5 things in your life. Let's get into it. Number one is the food you are eating. If you are not paying attention to the food you're eating, you are aging yourself. The number one reason why food is aging you is because when you are eating stuff that you're not supposed to, stuff that's not real, stuff that's hard to process, that's causing your body to run much harder. This is like saying if you put the regular gas in a car that only takes 91, it's still gonna run, but it's gonna depreciate the engine much faster. That's basically what eating bad foods is. If you eat something that you know you're not supposed to be eating, or if you eat too much of what you're not supposed to be eating, because a little bit of regular gas ain't gonna hurt the car. You gotta do it sometimes, you know, you might be penny pinching, whatever the case may be, but a little bit at a time won't harm it as much. But if you are over consuming bad things, chemicals, high fructose corn syrup, high artificial content such as sweeteners, preservatives, harmful food coloring, you have to actually find out what is on the back of the packages and look at the ingredients and start weeding out the stuff that is actually bad for you. If you putting stuff in it that it doesn't understand, it's not gonna know how to function, which is causing it to run harder, which is causing you to overrun your system. That ages you. Number 2, work. Okay, this is important because if you are working a job that you absolutely hate, that is aging you. Okay, now you might say, oh, well, I need it because of the money and blah, blah, blah. No. There's another way. You need to quit the job that you absolutely hate. Now you got to really think about this, okay? You have to really consider if you absolutely hate it because of the people there or because of the type of job it is. If it's because of the people there, that's a little bit of a different story. We'll actually get into that later in the video. If it is the actual work you're doing, that's when it's a major problem. You gotta get out of there, because if you hate the actual work that you're actually performing to get the paycheck, you are harming yourself mentally over and over again, because what you're doing is you're causing a negative cycle in your mind to happen over and over again for 8 hours a day. That is aging you, because it's telling your mind, it's telling your body, it's telling your nervous system that you don't want to be here. You don't want to work. You don't want to do life. It's going to age you very quickly, because it is a negative program that you running constantly in your mind, which is probably why, if you watching this, you getting sick all the time, you feeling tired all the time, you always irritable. Those things are because you set a program in place because of the job you're working at. It is actually going to be better for you to just quit and find something new. I'm dead serious. This is about you. This is about your health. This is about your life. Your life is at risk. Don't do something that you absolutely hate doing. I do not recommend that at all. Let's get to the next one. Number 3 is your friends. Now, this could be at work. You have friends at work, and these people could be getting on your nerves constantly. You need to get away from them. You need to absolutely cut them off and stop being around them. Because if you are constantly allowing yourself to be around somebody that you do not like, that you truly do not like, you are harming yourself. I'm going to sound like a broken record on here. You are constantly running a negative program in your mind, causing your nervous system to understand a negative way of living, which is going to cause you to be more stressed, which is going to cause you to run a negative program over and over and over again, which is going to overrun your system. You're going to be running extra hard, and you're going to think like, why am I tired? Why am I always sick? Why do I always feel blah, blah, blah? That's because of the mind. You're putting so much stress on your mind that you're thinking that you're doing a whole bunch of stuff, and you're actually not. You're actually not doing a bunch of stuff. It's because your processor, you processed it to feel like you're taking on a bunch. And it's only because you're not disassociating yourself. The Bible specifically say, I'm going to throw a biblical reference on you. Bad association spoil useful habits. I mean, plain and simple, that's as cut and dry as it can get. Don't mess around with bogus friends. Friends that's always drinking, that's always trying to party, that's always trying to binge watch Netflix and not do nothing with their life, okay? Stay away from those people. Stay away from those people because they're depressed, okay? They may not know they're depressed, but they are depressed. And they're trying to bring you into that depression because misery loves company. That saying is absolutely true. Okay, so you need to get away from them. Number 4, okay, family, man. Family. Look, you got the family member that's always asking for money. Let me get 20 here, 20 there. Oh, can you help me out? And then they leaving you hanging. You gotta drop them off. Okay, you gotta drop them off at least until you get to the point where you understand, okay, this is who they are. I'm not going to absorb their energy. I'm going to just know who they are and let it be that. And I'm still going to decide to assist. Or you are going to have to cut them off. If you do not cut them off, you are putting yourself at risk because you don't know how to manage your own energy. You have to manage your energy effectively in order to be around these people. And if you're not equipped enough to be able to hang around them and still keep yourself uplifted, if they drag you down every time you get into their vicinity, that is a you problem. And I know that's going to probably mess some of y'all up, but that is a you problem. That is a you problem. You have to manage your energy properly. You have to be the one to know, this is the situation I'm putting myself in. I want to help these people, or I want to help this person, and I'm not going to let their energy affect mine. And you have to go in with that mindset. Otherwise, you are susceptible to being energy siphoned, which is going to age you. Why? Because you're going to be more stressed. You're going to be thinking more negatively. Negative thinking is one of the main culprits of aging prematurely. Okay, so that's why I keep on saying that, because that's the main theme of this whole thing. Okay, negative thinking. Let's go to the next one. Your spouse. Okay, look, the last one. Okay, your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse. If they are dragging you down, you gotta cut them off. Again, the same thing with the friends, the same thing with the work associates. If you don't know how to be around them and keep your energy high or keep your energy separate, you gotta cut them off, and you have to separate completely from them. Okay, in order for you to fully understand yourself, your energy, and keep it in here, you have to first cut them off, get yourself right, and then understand the fact that if you do want to be around them, you must not allow their energy to drag you down. And every time you going in to interact with them, you have to make sure that you go in with the mindset of, I will not be affected. I'm not going to allow them to infiltrate my energy, period. That's how you have to keep this. So look, that's all I got for y'all today. All right, run through the list again. Okay, rewind this if you have to. It's extremely important. All right, because If you want to stay young, if you want to stay looking young, feeling young, it's all about you got to cut off as much negative energy as you possibly can. And it starts in here. It starts in here. All right. It's all in there, y'all. It's all in there. I promise you. God is the one who has blessed me with this understanding that has said, yo, this is why you look so young, dog. It's because you steer clear of that nonsense. And I do that for the most part of my life. And yes, is it a lot of work sometimes? Sure. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. If you want to stay healthy, if you want to stay feeling, looking young, it's worth it. Is that worth it to you or not? That's what you got to figure out. All right. But again, we got some of the stuff on the website. Make sure you go to the website, please, and go ahead and support your boy. All right. www.mindsetmattersmore.store. Get some gear, okay? And then I also send you positive emails. If you enjoyed this, okay, I send out positive emails. I send out health, mindset, spiritual information via email to make sure you are staying in the loop, right? We all need reminders, okay? We all need reminders. And I send these out monthly, free. Okay, it's a free email list. Go to www.mindsetmattersmore.net and jump in. All right, but that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you like, subscribe, all of the above so you can help us build. Let's get it.